Alright, good morning. It is January 5, 7 a.m. Just wanted to talk on the subject matter of what is a cyclist. So off the top of my head, cyclist, bicyclist, the generic term is like anybody on a bicycle is a cyclist. Which is true, it's true, but there's levels to it. So I used to think that to be a real cyclist, you had to race. I used to think that to be a real cyclist, you had to be fast, or you had to have a certain average speed, or you had to hold certain records, or KOMs, or top 10s in Strava, or just be overall fast, or you had to complete X amount of miles in a week, like at least 50 to 100 miles per week to be a cyclist. But over the years, because I've been riding bicycles seriously since the ending of 2010. So now I'm on, it's the beginning of 2018 now. So I'm going on 7 years of being a cyclist and in this cyclist lifestyle. So there's so many levels to being a cyclist. You could be a commuter. You could be someone who just rides to the grocery store. You could be that guy who rides on the wrong side of the street because you're unsure of your safety. You could be that guy who doesn't use a helmet. You could be that guy who doesn't say hi to anybody and is just aggro on the bike. You could be that loner cyclist who only rides around your own neighborhood and never ventures off. What else? You could be that guy who just commutes to work. But from what I've learned is there's no one strict definition. There's so many levels. There's so many levels to it. There's so many levels to this cyclist thing. Now I have a totally different viewpoint on it. I'm not even about that racing lifestyle. I haven't talked about races on my channel since Cycle to the Sun, if you noticed, and that was like June or July of last year, because after a while that whole super aggressive, always hitting your numbers lifestyle, always hitting your metrics lifestyle, kind of like what GCN said in their most recent New Year's resolution video, just don't do it. Basically, in their sorry, that was a loud car. If you try to make too much change or too strict of a change in your New Year's resolution or your cycling goals, you're gonna crumble because it's too unrealistic. Like saying, I'm gonna ride every day. I'm gonna ride every day for 1 hour. That's a little bit too extreme, too unrealistic. That requires a lot of free time. 1 hour every single day. Let me adjust the light. Yeah, 1 hour every single day. So easier way to do it would be just I'm gonna put an X on the calendar for every day that I do ride my bike. So that way you're just putting X's on the calendar. It's a much simpler task, but you're not doing this strict 1 hour regimen kind of deal. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you're out there, you're doing your thing, you're a cyclist. Of course, obeying the street laws and street signs and things like that. You're not just reckless out there. You're a cyclist and you're representing and you're doing your thing. It isn't all about racing. Racing is a very, very small portion of cycling, and it's a very narrow-minded view of what a cyclist should be. Like, yeah, you see it on TV, like people in the Tour de France and things like that, Tour of California, the pros. But your average person is not gonna be able to complete the Tour de France or the Giro or the Hell of the North. Those are pro athletes. So trying to compete with that time frame or that kind of pressure is insane. Like, I would say just be yourself, do your cycling, and be happy with it. If it's racing, be happy with that, but like, don't have a narrow-minded view like I used to have. My viewpoint changed last year when I started to notice that people I raced bikes with would only kind of socialize with me if I was still racing. If I wasn't doing the race, they avoided me like the plague. So it's like, don't discredit people, and don't not talk to people just because they're not racing. You might miss up on some really, really great conversations and great friendships along the way. That's my vlog for today. That's my topic and subject for today. I was thinking about also doing a video on triathlete mentality, which is a whole nother can of worms, but and then also marathon runner's mentality, which is a whole nother topic. But if this is your first time here on the Green Cyborg channel, please smash that thumbs up button. And I pointed in the wrong direction last time. Subscribe down below. Click my little face icon right there. Thanks. Have a good day.